My arrogant father-in-law tried to frame me, so I destroyed him. I watched my wealthy father-in-law slip his vintage $50,000 watch right into my coat pocket. He thought I didn't notice, but he made a massive mistake. My name is Marcus. I build custom reclaimed furniture for a living. To my wife, Sarah, I'm an artist. But to her dad, Richard, a big-shot corporate lawyer, I was just a broke carpenter who wasn't good enough. For 3 years, I swallowed his insults. The little jabs at Thanksgiving about my blue-collar salary. The time he offered to pay for my real estate license right in front of my own family. But last month, things escalated. We were at his country club estate for Sunday dinner. He called me into his study, offered me a glass of scotch, and patted me on the back. That's when I felt it, a heavy clunk in my jacket pocket. When I got to my truck, I reached in and pulled out his prized gold watch. I knew exactly what he was doing. He was going to claim it went missing and demand to check my coat. He wanted to frame me as a thief to finally convince Sarah to leave me. But I didn't panic. I took the watch to a buddy of mine, a master jeweler downtown. 2 hours later, my phone rang. My buddy laughed and said, "Marcus, this watch is a complete fake. A decent knockoff may be worth $200. My jaw hit the floor. The great wealthy Richard wearing a fake? I started digging. I paid a private investigator $1,500. Best money I ever spent. It took him exactly 4 days to uncover the truth. Richard wasn't rich anymore. He had blown through his fortune on bad investments, and he pawned the real watch 3 years ago. I kept the fake watch and waited for my moment. It happened at Sarah's 30th birthday party. 50 guests in their backyard. Suddenly, Richard stands up, tapping his glass. He looks frantic. He announces his family heirloom watch is missing from his desk and stares right at me. He said, "I hate to do this, but nobody leaves until we check the coats." Sarah looked mortified. I just smiled, stood up, and tossed my jacket onto the dining table. "Be my guest, Richard," I said. He reached right into the pocket and pulled out the watch. The crowd gasped. Sarah looked at me, tears in her eyes. "Marcus, how could you?" I held up my hand and pulled a thick manila envelope from my back pocket. I handed it to Sarah. "Open it," I said. Inside was the jeweler's appraisal, proving the watch was a cheap fake, and a copy of the pawn shop receipt with Richard's signature dated from 2020. The whole patio went dead silent. You could hear a pin drop. Richard turned ghost white. He looked like he was going to pass out. I walked right up to him, leaned in close, and whispered, "You wanted to expose me as a fraud, Richard, but you're the only fake here." Sarah packed her things that night. We haven't spoken to him in 6 months, and last I heard, his country club buddies found out about his empty bank accounts. He lost everything.